How did Scotty 2 Bruni get on his last dance in the old firm? Find out later when we talk about it, but first of all, we've got Motherwell defeating Killie 2-0. Let's discuss it, big man.
Yeah, so a big game for Kilmarnock here. They knew if they got the win here today, all 3 points, they would probably be safe from relegation, but that did not happen.
The arse collapsed.
Yeah, Kilmarnock, I think they actually had played better the majority of the game, but they didn't score any goals, and Motherwell did. Motherwell got the 2 goals. First goal with Defante Cole, with a great finish, finessed it right into the corner.
Thierry Henry like.
It was, yeah, definitely. It looks a wee bit like Thierry Henry as well, to be fair to him. Kilmarnock pushed for an equaliser. Kel Lafferty hit the bar. He had a deflected shot, hit the side net, and came close on a couple of occasions, but they couldn't get back into it, and then late on, Motherwell, again with Defante Cole with the assist there, a lovely bit of trickery as he took the ball past the defender in the box, slotted the pass across the 6-yard box, and it was Stephen O'Donnell, the Scotland right back, that was coming in, and he finished it for about 8 yards out. The game ended at Motherwell 2, Kilmarnock 0, and now Kilmarnock, after going on a good run of form, they still find themselves in real danger of actually getting relegated. So
they're a point off the team above them, and then they're obviously 2 points above Hamilton. So yeah, I mean, out of their hands. Playoffs. Who's in the Championship playoffs? Dunfermline,
Dundee,
and that other team,
Rafe
Rovers.
So
I still fancy Killie to get the job done against one of them.
You know, I would, but I don't think it's not. You wouldn't want to risk it, would you? I mean,
well, see, I'd rather see like a Dunfermline back in the league if it meant Killie go down.
Alright, just because you like Ben 1885.
No, I like Dunfermline. Club football legends.
Club football legends. But anyway, Motherwell were the legends here today. Goals for Cole and O'Donnell.
Because we're fucking Hamilton.
Up next, Hamilton taking on St Mirren in Paisley. Hamilton needed a win to basically keep their survival hopes alive, and they actually got it. 2-1 victory
2-1
over
2-1.
St Mirren. It's hard to see how a team with Hearts reject Ross Callaghan as their top goal scorer can stay up, but Callaghan, that's what he actually done. He scored a goal here today. He got Hamilton the lead. He scored the opener after coming close earlier on in the match.
Both goals were kind of jobber, but they'll take it. Big Brian Rice won't give it a monkey's shit.
Yeah, so you over, you go.
What the fuck is your problem?
I'm talking about the first goal, and you're like, both goals are shit. See, there's no in depth. It's you again. I'm trying to go in depth about the first goal.
Who gives a fuck go in depth about a pish Hamilton goal?
See, but there you fucking go. You're on about, oh, this guy can go in depth about League One. I could only go in depth about Premiership.
Who scored the second goal? Because you fucking tell me. I don't know.
Moyle.
Aye, there you go, Moyle. Get some fucking mayo on it. Right, McGrath stepped up. He got the goal back for St Mirren, right? But it didn't result in
This guy only cares when it's fucking Rangers. Let's be real. Only cares when it's Rangers.
I mean, what the fuck?
I want to give you a fucking detailed 20-minute analysis of these Hamilton goals, but this guy doesn't care. Right? He only wants to talk about how good Rangers are. So.
This is a guy, right, who claims he's a Hearts fan, and see this season at the 27 Championship games? He hasn't even watched one in fucking length.
I did. I watched the Inverness game in length.
Game,
and it was fucking dog shit.
Do you know this season?
I wish I'd never watched it, to be fair, but you know.
I have only missed one Rangers game in full, and that was when they beat St Johnstone 3-0. Not the one each when I missed the penalties, got shafted at that. The other, they beat them 3-0. One game, right? Oh, but I'm Mr. I work. Fuck you, you're pish.
I do work. I work for a living, guys, right? You might be able to sit in your home and...
How many games have Hearts played at night, like quad day kickoffs, where you'd be able to see something? You don't even bother your...
I'm not sitting watching Hearts versus fucking...
Oh, but I'm supposed to sit here and describe detail by detail about Hamilton? Fucking Hamilton?
It was a good game.
Well, they won. Brian Rice is happy. No surrender.
Brian Rice said it's never over till it's over, and if you're not willing to fight...
I wish this vid was over.
Yeah, if you're not willing to fight, then you shouldn't be at Hamilton. So, I mean, fair play to Brian Rice. I hope they stay up. I hope they do it. Will they do it? I don't know. He's still serving his suspension, so he will not be available for the next game. But he will return for the last game of the season against Kilmarnock. So, could you imagine if they take it to the last game and Brian Rice is back in the dugout and all they need's a win over Kilmarnock? That could be fucking scenes. I hope we see it. But for now, they kept their hopes alive. You know, they needed to win. They needed Kilmarnock not to win, and that's what happened. So Hamilton's still in there with a chance of fighting to keep their place in the Scottish Premiership.
hot one week, cold the next. Dundee United are pish.
Bit like when someone runs a bath for you, isn't it? Like, you don't know if it's going to be hot or cold, but you just jump in anyway and find out. And that's exactly what we did with Dundee United here. Shocking this week. Actually, I had money on them. They cost me money. The only team in my accumulator that didn't win, so...
Yes.
But £240, all you Arabs owe me. I'll give you my PayPal in the description, and you can start sending your brew money, your job seekers allowance, and you can get me paid back for the bet that I've been lost. Ross County with the 2-0 win, goals from
Jordan White,
the big man. I mean, Jordan White must be about 6'4".
They might be.
He's a big tall dude.
He's a big tall guy. The other guy with no name because of blood trickling down his attire.
Yeah, Ross County can only afford one shirt with the
Alex
player's name and number, so
whatever his name.
it's a bit shit that the guy had to wear a shirt with no number and no name on the back.
Alex, shirt with no name.
Alex Ivacotti, he actually signed him in my Hearts Football Manager save that you can check out on Sun Scotland 90 if you're interested.
Someone has less views than this review show.
Yep, well, that's debatable.
No.
Probably not. Yeah, but Ross County, they're the second of the three teams in the relegation battle, picking up all 3 points this weekend. So Ross County doing the job, Hamilton doing the job, Kilmarnock are the only team that jobbed out.
Next up, St Johnstone walked away from Easter Road with all 3 points, a few penalty shouts. But there was one big talking point, and that was Big Ryan Porteous. This guy's rated by a few people. How does this guy get called up to the Scotland team when he's doing stuff like this?
Awful. Passes it in his own box straight to Glenn Middleton, who pretty much has an open goal to shoot at, and he scores. So St Johnstone, very uneventful game. McCart went down in the box. Original viewing, I thought it was a penalty. On the replay, it showed that he was just a diving.
The original viewing, I just caught the replay.
Yeah, this guy doesn't even watch games, so. But
yes, you know,
I'm the man that
you're
sits.
a Hibs fan.
I'm the when they go that far, like, but I'm the guy that sits and watches fucking hours. I watch hours of football just to refute for you, so I hope you appreciate it. But second viewing, definitely a dive. McCart just proved that he's a cheating bastard, and that's exactly why I sold him on the Hearts Football Manager save, which you can check out on Sun Scotland 80. But yeah, anyway, good save from Parish from Martin Boyle.
Sander Clark out due to getting injured in the celebrations.
How embarrassing! Sander Clark, single-handedly knocks out Rangers, but then
broken toe or something?
But then injures himself in the celebration and will miss the semi. That's embarrassing. But anyway, St Johnstone pick up the win, and it is a big win. The last week they were the Hun Slayers, and this week they're the Hibby Slayers. So who knows who they'll slay next week? But yeah, speaking of the sheep.
Next up, though, we have Aberdeen slaying Livingston at the Tony Macajabroni Stadium. Callum Hendry with the first goal, a bit of a goal-mouth rush disaster.
McLennan heads the ball, keeper makes a decent save, but Callum Hendry's there for the tap-in. Before this happened, we had an adventurous effort for Lewis Ferguson that was tipped over again by the Livingston goalkeeper. No idea who it is. He's a backup goalkeeper, but I guess he's coming in, he's doing a job. Lewis Ferguson linked with Celtic at the moment. Will that happen, considering his dad and uncle played for Rangers? I don't know. But yeah, then Aberdeen took the lead for Callum Hendry. Not a lot else happened. Hedges, after his return for about 12 games out, got the second. Then Livingston late on, where a great finish, to be honest. Cross comes into the box. Emmanuel Thomas strikes it first time with a volley into the back of the net. 10 minutes for Livingston to get back in the game, but unfortunately nothing. Yeah, so
usually this is like match of the day or something. They would like show like an odd chance or something. Maybe Livingston just didn't have a chance, guys, and that's fine.
Maybe they never got back into the Aberdeen box in the last 10 minutes.
But talk about ending highlights early. Move on to the Old Firm. Sports scene can't show the Old Firm because Rangers don't let them in.
But good job, good job. One of us watched it.
Yes, good job. We can afford Sky Sports. I've already gave my thoughts on this match. Give your thoughts on it, and I'll break down the match.
Rangers stay undefeated. Celtic lose again, 4-1. Pretty embarrassing. What can I say? Even old age pensioner Defoe came on and got a goal. Things are bad for Celtic. Morelos, I mean, I said this for ages. Celtic fans were ridiculing him, saying that he couldn't score against Celtic. They were making out as if he could only do it in the little games, even though he'd been scoring against better teams than Celtic in the Champions League. And I said that once he got one goal, he would get more, and he's proven it. It's him got goals now in several games against Celtic, several Old Firm games this season, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a couple more next season as well. So Morelos is scoring against Celtic, Kamar Roof scoring against Celtic. Morelos' goal was great, nutmeg Scott Brown and puts it in top bins. Callum McGregor making 2 pretty stupid challenges. In my opinion, there's no excuse for getting sent off that early. 2 yellow cards in the first half an hour. Embarrassing.
I mean, yes. What's his name? The manager, John Kennedy. He came out and said that the only reason they lost the game is because he gets sent off.
Well, I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but I mean, it's not. The guy gets sent off for a reason. Like, it's not. I don't think it's not like it was unjustly sent off.
He's complaining about the fact he went to him at half time and said, "Why did you give him the first yellow?" And he said it was a reckless challenge. And he's like, "Well, he's wrong."
Well, even if the first yellow's a bit wrong,
the second one was awful.
That means Cal McGregor should have been careful. He should have known it was on a yellow.
Everyone was agreeing the first one was a yellow, but he's more pissed off because he called it a reckless challenge and it wasn't, even though he agreed it was a yellow. Yeah, but I mean, disaster.
Still to get one back. Adger heads the corner into the path of Edouard. He heads it in.
Rangers fall asleep.
The Rangers fire right back though. A couple of attempts at goal. Scott Bain didn't look too comfortable. Had to parry a shot out from Aribo. Couldn't hold on to it. Then Morelos nutmegs Brown, as we already discussed. Sticks at top bins. Then second half, it was more the same dominance for Rangers. Kent with a lovely a lovely bit of skill. Then the technique, the cross into the box was fantastic. Roof though, or was it Roof? Who was it? Was it Roof Morelos? One of them though could only fucking head it over. They couldn't get it on, but then Roof headed one into the back of the net to make it 3-1. Speaking of headers, David Turnbull had a really good chance. Probably should have got Celtic back in the game, but he couldn't take it. And then that was pretty much it. And then Rangers got another one on with Defoe late on to make it 4-1. So there you go.
Great game. Defoe, 90-year-old Defoe making Stephen Welsh look like it's embarrassing. You can just tell you've got the English fans saying, "Look at Defoe, 90-year-old Defoe doing that to the supposed second best team up there." But I think Defoe's still great.
Yeah, I mean, he is.
I don't rate anyone in that Celtic team at the minute.
I mean, just because Defoe scored that goal doesn't mean Scotland's pish. It's just.
Yeah, but I mean, Celtic could have had a few more goals, but I don't know. See Kent, he had them on strings. This could have, if Rangers just went out to completely punished. I mean, this could have been you're looking at I don't know how many goals there could have been here. And Scott Brown's last hurrah, final dance, all this, nutmegged, buried, and subbed off in the 59th minute. Couldn't have went much worse for the guy. See when
Scott Brown last beat Rangers, right? There's no way he was thinking, this is going to be my last Old Firm win.
No, it fucking was.
I can't remember the last time Celtic beat them, but there's no way he was sitting there thinking.
Final.
There's no way he was sitting there thinking, this is the last one I'm going to get against Rangers. Never. So it's mad how things can happen. And who knows? When will be the next time Celtic get a win? Could be for a few seasons. You never know.
Yeah, I mean, they can talk about Eddie Howe coming in, but that team is rotten inside out.
Well, a lot of changes, I think, in the summer. We'll maybe make a video discussing who'll be leaving and who'll be joining.
How would we rebuild Celtic?
And on that note, Celtic do need a big rebuilding, and I think that's a video for another day. So we'll leave it there, guys. That's the Scottish football recap show. Big wins for Rangers, big wins for Aberdeen, big wins for Hamilton and Ross County. Next week, the action keeps on firing, although we will take a week break for the Scottish Cup semi-finals, and then we'll be back for the penultimate weekend match day of the season. But until then,
peace.